Thanks.
Thank you. Have a good one. First hotel stay since COVID. Wildflower season within the Pacific Northwest can be extremely variable. In the lowlands, wildflowers bloom as early as March and as late as May. Many people travel great distances in order to see the balsam root and the lupin in their prime colors of the season. And I was such an individual. So a year and a half ago, back in late 2019, I was able to sign up for one of my idol photographer's Nick Page's workshops, his Wildflowers and Waterfalls Workshop. Now, it was supposed to happen in 2020, but obviously the world had a different idea about what was going to go on. So 2021, here we are, now lucky enough that the world is in a somewhat better spot to where we're able to put on the workshop and I'm able to attend. So, fancy hotel room. First time staying in a hotel since everything started. Well, since 2019, really. Wildflowers are in peak bloom right now, and I'm really hoping that we get some amazing light. We're supposed to have some pretty good conditions for this whole week. Good morning. It's currently 4:11 here in the hotel room. Meeting the group here at 4:45, so we still got half an hour. I'm gonna finish packing up, head out, make myself my lunch and my breakfast, and then meet the group.
Just hike down the trail a bit.
So we just got done shooting and conditions weren't what we were hoping to be. No clouds in the sky, but there's some nice alpenglow on Mount Hood. So instead of hanging out, we're heading to our next spot, see how the day progresses. Nick Page and Co. Oh. They're back there somewhere. They're making their way down, but almost perfect water flow. So, super excited. The water's not super white and aerated because of the air in it. You can actually see the nice turquoise colors. Let's get to shooting. So I didn't film as much as I wanted to because just pandemonium and excitement of it being a perfect flow, well, almost perfect flow, and everybody running amok. We took the afternoon off, got a nice little nap in, got some lunch, and now because there's not a cloud in the sky, there's not a cloud forecasted to be in the sky at all tonight, we're gonna forego doing sunset with more wildflowers. Instead, we're gonna do some more waterfall hunting. I chose not to photograph this waterfall on this occasion, as I photographed it before, and the challenge of getting a different composition from the viewing platform was not a task that I felt up for. So instead, I sat back and enjoyed seeing others witness this magnificent waterfall for the first time. So morning of day 2 of the workshop with Nick Page, and there's not a single cloud in the sky. Cloudless. It's going to be a beautiful bluebird day, but not what we were envisioning. So rather than continue shooting wildflowers, we're going to hit some more waterfalls. So not as early of a morning, but it's going to be fun. Day to get wet. There's the rig. nothing like wading into a raging river to realize, what the hell have I gotten myself into? So we're at our sunset location, and one of the issues that we're running across is that there's a lot of wind, and I'm not sure if you can see back there, but there's a good amount of haze over by where the sun's going to be setting. So the primary concern is going to be that the haze is going to block out what kind of light we might get up in the upper atmosphere. We do have some upper atmospheric clouds, which would be great if they were able to catch some color, but concerning that the haze is going to block all that light out. Now the issue is finding some flowers that are somewhat protected from the wind, that aren't quite deteriorated, or the issue with the lupin here is that they're not fully open yet. So we'll see what we can find and go from there. So I think that I found the clump of flowers that I'm going to try and photograph. It's a nice combination of lupin and balsam root that are relatively healthy. The balsam root, there's a few on the front side of it away from the camera that are starting to deteriorate, but then there's some of the lupins where the very tips of them haven't bloomed yet. So now it's waiting until there's a lapse in the gust of wind and just waiting to see what the light's gonna do. And it's so freaking windy. They're just flapping in the wind. So as you can see here in my foreground, I've got the nice combination of the lupin with the balsam root. Right around the top third is gonna be that butte. And then the top third is the sky. So I'm hoping it works out. And then you can see the exposure for the sky, so I don't clip the highlights, is going to be a lot different compared to flowers, which is going to be like right here. Clipped a lot of the highlights, but I kept all that information in the shadows. It's happening, there's color. Ah, just look at that. Beautiful. Oh man, the sunset is perfect. All that color. Definitely not a bust. So experienced a very, very beautiful sunset. Lots of color, lots of dynamic movement with the clouds. So now it's just hoping that got one sharp image there with the flowers where they weren't moving. But headed back to the truck, go back to the hotel, and then get the gear ready for our last sunrise of the workshop. So still a little bit of color in the sky. Not a bad day at all. Now to get some rest. Blueberry. Third and final day of the workshop with Nick, and we opted against sunrise because, as you can see, not a single cloud in the sky. So now we're gonna go to one of, I think it's probably gonna be our last waterfall for the trip. So a little bit longer hike, a lot easier, not less as steep as some of the other ones.
That's what this workshop needs, is a Sherpa. Yeah.
So I forgot just how grueling this hike could be, especially when you take into consideration this is day 3 and it's the longest hike. Granted, it's only like 4 miles round trip, but take into consideration that we've done a bunch of waterfalls prior that are super steep. ending the last day on the longest, most mellow of the ones that we're doing. Just, whew, I'm tired. Factor in a 35 to 40 pound pack with all the camera and water gear. So, get my steps and get my workout in. Almost there. Almost there. Under the tree and through the river. Oh, that's cold. Oh. Made it. All right. Let's get to work. Microfiber cloth. Focus anymore.
Right.
Any last words, everybody?
Great trip.
Hey,
Awesome.
this guy rocks.
Woo.
Thanks, Nick.
Awesome.
I
No
appreciate
problem.
it.
Hopefully you're going home with photos that you approve of.
So far.
So
We'll
far.
see once I put it up on the computer. But great workshop. I appreciate it, and I'm gonna be coming back eventually.
It was a good one. I think I don't know if her legs are as sore as mine, but vehicles, car sounds. But yeah, we're all going home sore, and we have quite a few images on our SD cards. So hopefully that's a good thing. Hopefully they're good photos.
Yes.
There's no guarantee of that, but hopefully they are.
I enjoyed it, and I appreciate my photos. So.
Awesome.
You're better at the words than I am.
I hope you enjoyed coming on this adventure with me today. I had fun, and I hope you did as well. More information about Nick Page photography and the workshops he leads all around the Pacific Northwest and around the globe can be found in the description below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.